Scott Smith. I professor at Easton in the physics department from 53 to 1990, 37 years. And it was a great experience. I always felt like of all of the sister schools, Eastern, Western, Northern, Southern, and so forth, normal, that in terms of particular field that I was interested in, physics and science generally, even the life science area was very strong at Easton. I felt, and our students succeeded across the state as well as any in the state school. And I thought we did an amazing job.
Scott has had a big impact on me. The way I describe relativity in my classes is entirely his way. So he changed the perspective on how I see and explain special relativity. And I think he had a similar impact in that and lots of other areas with his students. That when you listen to Scott, what he was telling you was so much a part of him that it wasn't just, well, now this is the way things work. It was, this is the way things work. I understand that. You will too.
He had a lot of enthusiasm. People always loved his enthusiasm when he was teaching, but he was also renowned for his illegible writing on the blackboard. So I'm remembering in space exploration class, he would be walking along, talking, usually sometimes from notes, but usually not. And just every once in a while, it seems like he would remember that he ought to write something on the blackboard. And wherever he was, he would just write something on the blackboard. So we ended up with a sort of a random mix of things written over the blackboard, completely incomprehensible, but we loved it. We were listening to what he said, and we learned a lot. It was a great class.
I had just gotten back from the Navy. It was I think it was my second year back. And he had such a good rapport with his students, and they were constantly asking him to stop, and they would go up and erase the board because he would write over things. And so they were going to take him out to the campus pond and throw him in. They weren't going to really throw him in. It was just for fun. And they asked me to come along and take pictures. Well, that sounded good. And then I got to thinking, I'm the new kid on the block. What do I do if they actually throw him in the pond? So I decided the only thing I can do is just jump in with him. There was a fervor in the way he taught, and students came away from his courses knowing they had Dr. Smith, knowing they had P. Scott Smith. I think he taught the material, but he taught the material with a passion that the students picked up on. I don't think anybody ever just got through his class and gave a ho-hum. They got through his class and were excited with the insight that he had shown.
I'm as interested, of course, in opportunities for some of the better students. And I feel that education is so inaccessible for so many kids these days that even though we have scholarships already, that adding to them is always an advantage for the incoming students. There are never enough opportunities for the typical good student.
As a former professor and a former scholarship holder, the money helps. The confidence that you get that somebody cared about me, somebody noticed me. I'm struggling to get through, but somebody's helping me. Scholarships are important, certainly for the accounting office, but the fact that, hey, I've got the Scott Smith Scholarship, that's really nice. Somebody noticed my work. Yeah, scholarships are neat.